Hey, man, I don't know what's going on in the NBA. The number of coaches getting bounced is really becoming shocking to me. Certainly when you got Taylor Jenkins with 9 games to go, and then with fewer games to go, Michael Malone for Denver. Those teams are going into the playoffs with interim head coaches, and a couple of years after hiring the championship head coach from the Milwaukee Bucks years, the Suns have told Mike Budenholzer, we're done. That's it. One season, one and done. 36-46, highly disappointing. I mean, just there's no other way to put it. So Matt Ishbia surprised a lot of people by bouncing his coach of the year a couple of years ago for Frank Vogel, and then it's bounced Frank Vogel from Mike Budenholzer. And I guess it's now completely vogue to fire a head coach who's won a championship these days, because Michael Malone was one, and Nick Nurse was fired by Toronto. He's in Philadelphia, where he's going to stay now,
allegedly.
And then the Suns. Congratulations to them. They fired 2 of them, Frank Vogel and Mike Budenholzer. So Matt Ishbia, great job, Matt.
My goodness. What did you say, TJ, in the last 10 years?
The last 10 years.
It's just Missoula and Steve Kerr.
That's it.
Right?
Every other coach who's won a championship has been let go. It's insane.
They've gone full hockey.
And churning it is just not gonna. It's not gonna be helpful. The Bradley Beal acquisition, absolute disaster.
What a disaster. Even Kevin Durant, kind of too.
So Monty Williams out, Frank Vogel, you're out, and Mike Budenholzer, you're out. Who the hell would want to take that job? Quite frankly, and
well, you're gonna hear Danny Hurley's name.
Why would he do that? Why in the world would he do that?
I'm not sure, but you're going to start hearing. There was, I guess, an unfounded rumor that he was...
You see his wife push back on some Instagram post?
Yeah.
Listen, the guy turned down the Lakers and LeBron.
Yeah, he ain't going to Phoenix.
Okay.
Come on,
what, are you going to go to Phoenix now? Certainly, since everybody thinks Durant is going to have to be traded in order for them to get out of whatever, apron cap hell that they're sitting in.
And it's long been thought that Devin Booker would rather be a Laker than anything else.
Yeah, of course.
You know how they're like the Yankees. They somehow make it happen.
Okay, so you got a coach of the year in Monty Williams. Let's fire him. Let's bring in Frank Vogel. Then let's fire him. Oh, here's Budenholzer. Let's fire him. Why would Danny Hurley leave UConn, where apparently, again, the story was, the reason why he turned down the Lakers is he and his wife like the East Coast.
Yeah,
they don't want to move from there. They already consider, I guess, UConn's far enough from home. The Boston job that people were saying, he's kind of into that idea.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Nope. That's out.
Joe Mazzulla might be 2 months away from being back-to-back.
Ugh.
Right? And then, I don't think the Knicks are going to fire their guy, no matter what happens in these playoffs.
Right.
Hey, you can't say never now at this point.
I don't know. I guess I shouldn't say.
mean,
well, no, I can say never in this regard because he hasn't won a championship.
Oh, okay.
That's what puts you on thin ice these days, man.
That's what you got to win.
Touche. Touche.
I can't believe Malone got fired. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what to make of the Nuggets, man. You're going to have to figure that one out yourself.
Well, look,
with the Clippers, but we'll talk about these We'll talk about these matchups later on.
It worked out well for us.
Yeah.
But my word, the NBA
it's fantastic.
Playoffs. Well, unless you've won a championship before, then you're fired.
So who should be worried? There's nobody left, I guess, right?
It's just us.
I guess. Well,
Mazzulla and Kerr.
There's Doc.
Doc, yeah. So he's next. He's going next.
That's a fun opening series too. Bucks Pacers.
Well, just don't take Giannis's basketball, or please do, because then it's on and cracking.
Yeah, right.
Right. Start something.
But man, the Suns. Who wants that job?
I don't know.
Somebody will.
They'll
figure they got the right formula.
No, I mean, of course someone's going to take the job.
I know, I'm saying, like, someone
why
will
would
be like,
Danny
no,
Hurley leave UConn to go all the way to Phoenix after he said, I'm not even going to go all the way to the Lakers to coach LeBron? Get out of here, man.
Money does talk, though.
Well, and I'm sure UConn could put some on the table. Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.